guys, C2 here and welcome back to another FIFA 17 Ultimate Team video. Today I'm going to show you guys how to complete the brand new League and Nation Hybrid Squad Builder Challenge very cheaply and also very easily. Now this Squad Builder Challenge was released pretty recently by EA and no one has really noticed it because it's actually all the way at the end of the Squad Builder Challenges, past the League Squad Builder Challenges and all of those, and a lot of people just haven't really noticed this, but it's actually a really good Squad Builder Challenge. If you complete the whole thing, you get a brand new Futura kit as well as 10,000 coins, and if we go and see the actual teams you have to build, there are 4 in total. You have some really good rewards. Semi-Pro, that gives you a gold players pack and 1.5k. I believe that's a 15k pack where you get 12 players with 1 rare item. Professional gets you a premium gold players pack, that is a 25k pack with 3 rare players and 12 items. World Class gives you 4,000 coins and a rare gold pack, that is a 25k pack with 12 rare items in. And also Legendary gets you a 50k pack, really good reward right there. You're getting yourself around about 125,000 coins worth of rewards as well as a very cool looking kit. And you're going to be spending between about 30 and maybe about 50,000 coins. It depends if you have any of these cards in your club already. I did, and it makes it really easy. Not only because obviously you have them in your club, their prices won't have risen, but also for the last two, for World Class and Legendary, you're going to need loyalty chemistry. I'll explain about that later on when we get on into those Squad Builder challenges there. But we're going to start off here with Semi-Pro. Now going into the requirements for this, you need exactly 2 nationalities, you need exactly 3 leagues, a maximum of 6 players from the same nation, a maximum of 4 from the same league, 78 rating at minimum, and 100 chemistry. Now, for all of these right here, you don't have to go with the exact same team as me, you don't have to go with the exact same players, but you can go with either similar nations, or you can just go with a completely different set of nations, but a similar pattern. So for example right here, I've gone with one side Italy and one side Spain, but at the bottom here I've got Liga Santander, well no, at the top actually I've got Liga Santander, and at the bottom I've got the Liga 1, 2, 3, which is the second division in Spain, because you do need 3 leagues in the whole team. So for example, you guys don't need to go with the same players, you can just go with a couple of players down at the bottom here from the Liga 1, 2, 3 who are Spanish, and then at the top right here as these 3 players, you can go with some players who play in the Liga Santander. It doesn't have to be the Liga Santander though, you could go with maybe the Calcio A at the top and then the Calcio B at the bottom, or just any other Italian defenders. So you could use maybe like Darmian, Ogbonna and someone else in goal. And then on the right, I've gone with Italy. I've just gone with players from the Calcio A, other than my right back, who is Piccini, I believe is his name, and he does play in the Liga Santander, so that gets me the 3rd league right there, because you do need exactly 3 leagues and exactly 2 nationalities. So yeah, you don't have to go with exactly the same players, but go with similar links and a similar really just combination of players. So you don't have to use the same players as me, you can use a different league, but just go with one side from one particular nationality and league. So I've gone with Serie A here with Italian players. The other side here, I've gone with Spanish players, and I've just got the 2 different leagues there with the Liga 1, 2, 3 and the Liga Santander. Very easy. If you guys do have any questions about these, if you're having any issues with them, be sure to leave a comment down below and I'll be able to get back to you. You don't need loyalty chemistry for this, it is pretty easy, and you do only need a 78 rating. A lot of these players are really cheap. You're going to be able to get most of the players in this team for a really cheap price. And the gold cards right here, I often go with gold cards that are rare, because they're often cheaper than the non-rare cards, because loads of people will go with the non-rares thinking they'll be cheaper, and they don't really go with the rare cards, and the rare cards are often really cheap because there's more of them on the market, because people often just discard non-rares, whereas if they get a rare card they often list it up. So there's more rare cards on the market and often they're a lot cheaper. For example, this guy here, he's like under 1,000 coins, and if you went with a non-rare card, he's a little bit more expensive. I'll show you guys some more examples of that later on in the video. But this is what I've done for the Semi-Pro one, so we're going to submit that, and that gets us the first reward right there, which is a 15k pack and 1.5k. Moving on to Professional right here, this is the team I've gone with. It gets you a 25k pack, and the requirements are exactly 3 nationalities, exactly 5 leagues. You need a maximum of 4 players from the same nation, a maximum of 3 from the same league, 79 rating at minimum, and 100 chemistry overall. Now for this, again, you don't need to go with exactly the same players. For example, you don't need to go with Insigne, Gabbiadini and Antonoli, I think, who is the left back. You don't even need to go with the same league. You can just go with a hyperlink, so players who play for the same team and nation right here between the left mid and the striker, or even the right mid and the striker. It's up to you really what you want to go with. So you could use, for example, Bellarabi and Kiesling. That would work just the same. And then the left back position, I've just gone with an Italian player who just gets a strong link there to my left mid, which is Insigne. If you went with, as said, maybe Bellarabi and Kiesling, you could then just go with a German right back in the Bundesliga. You don't have to go with exactly the same players, because if everyone goes with the same players, it's going to increase their prices. But yeah, say you've got maybe Kiesling in your club already, you can just go and get Bellarabi, and then you can get a German right back like Korb, maybe from the Bundesliga. On the right, I've gone with Navas and Jesus Games. Here you want two players who get a weak link together but play for the same nationality, and you also want them to be from the same nationality, preferably as your goalkeeper and centre forward. This is just what I've done here. You can copy me if you just want to complete this pretty easily and really easily, and just without having to do anything yourself really. Because it's a lot quicker to do like that, because this is actually quite a complicated squad builder challenge, and I took a lot of time to really find out how to do this. So yeah, if you guys want to do it pretty simply and easily, then you can just go with the same team as me. But right here, for example, if you look at Vezo's price, he's 1.5k, and then if you look at Kariko's price, he's only 900 coins, even though he's got a better card, and that is because he's a rare card, there's more on the market, so that's just a quick example right there. But yeah, what I've gone with here is Liga NOS in the middle, then we've got Liga Santander down here, and a Liga Santander goalkeeper. And for this, you do need the 3 nationalities, so we've got Italy right here. You don't have to go with Italy, you can go with a different set of players if you want. As I said, you could go with Bellarabi and Kiesling, that's a good one. There are loads and loads of other options. You can go with Inaki Williams and Adjuris, loads of different options there. And then a right back or left back who plays for the same nationality and in the same league as your left mid or right mid. And then on the other side, so say I went with a right mid and a right back to get a hyperlink to my striker. On the left hand side of the pitch, you could just go with players who played for the same nationality in different leagues. But on here, we have gone on the right with Navas and Jesus Games, and in the middle, you guys can see here, we've got Portuguese players, and we've got Portuguese players here, and then we've got 2 Spanish players right here. So as I said, you guys can go with exactly the same team as me if you want, or you can just mix up, just depending if you've already got any cards in your club, and depending if you want to complete this a little more expensively but a lot simpler, or whether you want to put a bit more time and effort in and complete it a bit cheaper. It's up to you. We're going to submit that, and that gets me a 25k pack, and that is now half of the challenges complete. So world class. This is where it gets tricky, because you need loyalty chemistry. Now, for those of you who don't know what loyalty chemistry is, basically if you pack a player, they get an extra bonus chemistry. Normally, if a player's in your team, they're going to get 9 chemistry if they've got all the right links. So for example, if we look right here, Kostil, he would normally get 9 chemistry since he's just got that green link there. He's on good chemistry, he'd have 9 chemistry. However, if you pack a player, or if they play 10 games for your club, they get an extra loyalty chemistry point, so he's now on 10 chemistry. Same with any of these players who are on 10, they'd all be on 9 unless I packed them or played 10 games with them. Now, unless you have the privilege really of having just loads of players in your club, and you've got a really big club with loads of players already packed in which case you've just got all the players with loyalty chemistry already, you're going to need to play a few games, because if you don't, you're going to have, I believe I had 87 chemistry with this team right here, without loyalty chemistry. So what you're going to need to do is use the loyalty chemistry glitch. You don't have to play 10 games. It's going to take you about a quarter of an hour, and basically what you want to do, I'll leave a link down below to a video that Nepenthes has done on this, which really explains it in detail and how to do it. But basically all you want to do is go into a game of Starter Cup, so that's an offline game, with this team. So you want to make your team. You don't have to go with the same team as me. I'll go into more depth on the team in a minute. But you just want to have your team for the Squad Builder Challenge. You want to go into a game of Starter Cup with it. As soon as the match kicks off, you want to press, if you're on Xbox, the home button, the similar button though to go back to the main menu. So obviously if I press it right here, brings me back right here. You want to do that as soon as the game's kicked off, and then you just want to quit FIFA. So for me, all I'd do is press this, then I would press start, and then that brings up this menu. You just press quit, and it's going to add a game to your player's records without counting as a loss. And then you just do that 10 times, go back on FIFA. It's going to take you like a quarter of an hour or so, and that is very, very good to get the loyalty chemistry, because you actually need it to complete the last 2 Squad Builder challenges. There's no way of completing them, as far as I'm aware. I've not seen any people manage to complete this without loyalty chemistry. Really, really important. So either make sure you've got the players as packed players, or you can go and do this pretty quick and easy glitch. Doesn't affect your record and gets the 10 games on your players. As you can see here, I've played 10 games with all these cards, and it's pretty easy. Now for this one right here, you need hyperlinks all over the pitch, and that means players who play for the same nation and also the same club. So up front, we've got Icardi and Palacio. You don't have to go with exactly the same players. There are loads and loads of different options. This is just a basic guideline. Say you've got Danny Ings in your club, you could go with maybe Adam Lallana as a striker next to him. I've gone with Andre Silva right here, and this guy right here, what is his name, Pereira. I've gone with them. There are lots of different options. You could go with maybe Trash and Mario Gomez. Right here on the left, I've gone with Dele Alli and Rose. You could go with Vangioni and Jose Sosa. So many different options. You don't have to go with the same players as me, but just go with players who play for the same club and the same nation, and you'll be able to do this pretty quickly. So just look in your club for any players you already have, and you can put them in. But you're going to need a perfect link between the strikers, a perfect link between your attacking midfielder and left back, perfect link between your attacking midfielder and right back, and then also between your defensive midfielder and also your centre back as well. So I've gone with Javi Martinez and also Javi Alonso. That's just to get the rating. I mean, you need an 81 rating. It allows me to go with some slightly lower rated players around them, and they're quite cheap as well, 2.3k and 2.5k right there. Then just go with a random CDM who's about 82 or 83 rated. If you're going with players of a similar rating to me, you may be able to go with a slightly lower rated player if you've got some higher rated players around here. So maybe if you've gone with some higher rated strikers like Lallana and Danny Ings, but say you've gone with maybe some slightly lower rated players, maybe you don't have an 82 rated Icardi, maybe you've gone with like 279, 78 rated players, you may need to go with a slightly higher rated defensive midfielder just to get the rating up. It doesn't matter where they play, really, you just want them to not be from the same league or nation as any of your other players, and that should be good. And then the centre back and goalkeeper, it doesn't matter which side they're on. I mean, it could be like this right here, and it's still going to work exactly the same way. You just want them to play in the same league and be from the same nationality. Pretty easy right there. So yeah, you guys kind of have the basic structure of the team. You don't have to go with the same players, but go with the same links. So yeah, as I said, lots of different options. Again, if you do have any questions, leave a comment down below. I'll be sure to suggest some decent players you could use if you do want any other ideas. Because as I said, if everyone goes and builds exactly the same team that I show you guys how to complete, then it's going to just increase the price of those players. So there's no point you guys going and building exactly the same team. There are loads of other options which you can just ask me down in the comments down below if you're not too sure on who to go with. We're going to submit that. That gets me 4,000 coins and a 25k pack, and that's the good 25k pack with loads of rare items in, so that's pretty good there. And legendary, this is the big one. You get a 50k pack from this, which is really, really good. One of the best Squad Builder Challenge rewards we have had for quite a long time. Now this one is quite complicated to complete, and it will cost you a little bit of coins, probably about 15 to 20,000 coins, unless you already have some of the players in your club, which I do, which is pretty lucky. Now for this, you need a maximum of 3 players from the same nation, a maximum of 2 players from the same league, exactly 11 clubs, which makes this pretty complicated, a minimum of an 82 rating, you need a minimum of 92 chemistry as well, and 11 players in the squad. Now again, for this you'll need loyalty chemistry, so in total you will have to get basically 20 games worth of loyalty chemistry, one for the legendary, one for the world class Squad Builder challenges. In total you're probably going to spend about 15 minutes on each just getting the loyalty chemistry. I know it seems like a bit, but just watch some YouTube videos or just listen to music or something, and it won't take long at all. If you do watch the video, which I'll leave a link down below to as well, from Nepenthes, shows you how to do it pretty quickly and easily, and it is the only way of completing this. You can't actually do it without loyalty chemistry, so that is very, very important. Now for this team right here, you guys can see what I've gone with. Now, I'm not too sure what other alternatives there are. I'm going to leave a link down below to a Footbin page, which actually shows a lot of different kind of teams people have used to complete this Squad Builder challenge right here. This is the one I've gone with. I can't think of many other ways of doing it. There definitely will be, but I can't really off the top of my head. So as I said, I'll leave a link down below to that so you can go and see some alternative ones I've done, which other people have used to manage to complete the Squad Builder challenge. But as you guys can see right here, I've got just 11 different clubs in the team, and what I've gone with is a Abate in the right back position. You guys can go with the same team as me if you want, but there are obviously other options as well. We've got Muslera in goal. We have then got Lemos and Jimenez at the back. In the left back position, I've gone with Laivan Kazawa, and then we've gone with Diarra, Kaka right here, and also Pirlo. Then I've got Berardi in the right wing position. I've got Coman in the left wing position, and up front I've got Raphael. So as said, this may be slightly harder to complete because it's going to cost you slightly more coins, probably around 20,000 coins if you guys go and build the same team as me. But as I said, go and check out that Footbin link down below, and it's going to have some different potential teams you can make. I can't really think of them off the top of my head because this one is a pretty complicated one to complete, but you are going to need loyalty chemistry, same with the world class one. And yeah, this is the team I've gone with. Feel free to go with the same team if you want. We're going to submit that right now, and that is now going to get us a 50k pack, and that's also going to complete the entire Squad Builder Challenge. And as you guys can see right here, League and Nation Hybrid is complete. We're going to advance right here. That gets me 10,000 coins and also the Futura home kit, which looks really, really cool. So now I'm going to advance over to the pack menu and see what we managed to get in the packs. So we've got 4 packs to open, adding up to over 100,000 coins worth of packs in total. And yeah, we should definitely be able to get at least 1 or 2 decent players in these. So we're going to start off with the worst one. This is the 15k pack. It's got 1 rare player in, and wow, it's not even a good player either. They're probably going to be like a silver or a really bad gold rated player. What do we get? Wow, it is a silver player. That is my only rare item in this pack. It's a silver player. Is that the guy who used to play for Liverpool? Yeah, Andre Wilson right there. He may sell for a bit, but also a lot of players actually sell. A lot of players sell right now. And if you look, you'll be able to see. I mean, that guy's like 1.5k. You'd never really expect him to sell for much, and he never normally would. But because of this Squad Builder Challenge, he does. Sillerson right here, he's like 1,000 coins. You can get a lot of players that do sell for a decent amount. This guy here is an Italian right back. There aren't many of them, and he could potentially sell for something. And especially Italian right mids, they go for like 3k at the moment. So you never know. I'll check through that pack. There could be some decent stuff in there. Next up, we've got which one? This is the 50k pack. I'm going to wait on that one. I'll open this one here. I'll open the 25k packs first. If we get like a walkout and inform, even just like an 84, 85 red player, that would be good. We get Mathieu Debuchy. He could potentially sell for something though, because he's one of the few French right backs on the game. And that's also a good tip. Go and check through your club, and a lot of cards that you wouldn't really expect to sell actually do sell for a good amount. Now Kiesling right here, he could actually be selling for quite a bit, because he does get that hyperlink to Bellarabi. And yeah, he does actually sell for a bit. He's likely to probably go for like 2.5, maybe 3,000 coins. By the look of that, I'll happily sell him on for 2.5k right there. And cards like this right now sell for a really good amount, which is why it's worth completing this quite early on, even if it's slightly more expensive to complete right now than it will be in the future. The rewards you get back, you can make a lot of coins on right now. Debuchy as well, what does he sell for? Debuchy, wow, he's like 2.2 maybe, about 2.2k. So that's a nice bit of coins we're getting back there. And we do also have 2 more packs to go, and we've got the big pack as well. We've got the 50k pack. So rare gold pack, here we go. It's no walkout or anything like that. It's quite a big flare though. Quite a big flare. That is going to be Backer, Carlos Backer. That's not too bad right there. I think that's probably the first time I've packed him as well this game, which is quite surprising because I've opened a lot of packs. But look right here, we've actually managed to get a 1-player pack. We've got some position change cards, left mid to left wing, actually sells for a good amount. These packs are really good because you get items like this that sell for a good amount. So we're looking at about 1.2k, I'd say, for the left mid to left wing card. So we're going to sell that on. Centre forward to striker, I believe that sells for a bit as well. Yeah, that sells for a few coins, about 3. And that fitness card goes for like 1,000. Backer, I reckon Backer will probably go for a couple of thousand coins right now. Yeah, he goes for like 3.5k, which is not bad there. And yeah, I'm going to send the rest of the club. We got a decent reward from that pack. We do obviously have a 50k pack though coming up right now. Nem doesn't really sell for anything, so we'll just discard him right now. But here we go, 50k pack coming up. Actually, no, we've got a 2 players pack that we just got. This isn't the worst of packs either that we got as a free pack in that there. It's going to be a silver player though. However, we do get Weiser. I think that's his name. I think we get Weiser. Yeah, we do, and he could sell as a German right back. There aren't many German right backs at the moment on the game. And yeah, it looks like he goes probably for around about 900 coins or so. So I'll list him on the market. I doubt this guy sells for anything, but the reason I'm just comparing these guys' prices is just so that I know kind of what I'm getting back from this, so you guys can see whether you think it's worth completing. So here we go, we've got a 50k pack. We haven't got any rare kind of big flares in this. That's a pretty bad pack. That's going to be Musacchio, but he could sell for a bit. We've got no walkout, no inform, but I mean, these are quite bad packs. I'm sure you guys will be able to get some pretty good packs in these. Always people get some good packs on my videos. Always have comments with people getting some really, really good rewards. Someone got like Dybala and Lloris in a 25k pack from watching one of my recent Squad Builder Challenge videos. So you never know, you can get really lucky and get some great players, as always, when you open packs. Vangioni, he'll sell for a bit. We get Quadrado. He is going to probably sell for a nice amount of coins now. Only 2,000 coins. He's actually pretty cheap right now, Quadrado. Really good player as well, if you haven't used him on this game, so we can list him up. And right now, players like Pizzi, players like Andre Silva as well, that you just saw down at the end of the pack. They sell for a good amount because they get hyperlinks to a lot of players. So there are loads of Portuguese players, for example, who play for the same teams as them. So you get the hyperlinks, and they're really useful for some of these squad builder challenges. Masaccio, he's currently going for about 2.5k, so that's not a bad pack at all there. I'll take that. And also Baldi Diao, another really good player on this game. I've used him on my road to glory. He doesn't really sell for anything, so I'll just quick sell him. We do also have a few players we can sell here. We actually get the transferred Morgan Schneiderlin, which is not too bad. This guy goes for around about 1.5k, so that's not too bad there. I'll buy him there, or I'll list him up rather. Transferred Schneiderlin, does he actually sell for anything? I doubt he sells for much. No, like probably 1.2, something like that. So we'll list him up on the market, and then Castro and Roberto being Spanish, I reckon we could sell them for a bit of coins, just a couple of hundred more than discard, which is fine. I'm fine with getting just a few coins back from these. Nothing wrong with that. I mean, normally you'd just quick sell these, but if you just sell them for a couple of hundred coins extra, obviously you do get some more coins back, which is worth it in the long term. These guys here, don't really think they sell for anything. Simon Kerr may sell for a little bit just because of his rating. Yeah, I'll list him up for 800. You never know, he may end up selling on. So there we go. We're going to quick sell that. I reckon we've got around about 30,000 coins from the packs back. And then we also got a really cool kit. And also 10,000 coins. And I spent probably about 30k on this. Maybe even a little bit less because I had packed a lot of the players. So I've ended up making profit on this. And I'm sure you guys will be able to make some good profit as well. You'll probably be spending more than me, as you won't have had all the players in packs. But you are very likely to get better packs than me in reward, because I literally got like no one who sells for more than about 3k in my packs. Sure, you guys could get pretty lucky and maybe get an inform, anything like that. I think in my last squad builder challenge, like pack opening the packs from the squad builder challenge, we actually got an inform Bastos who sold for like 15k. So you never know, you can always get lucky in these packs, and I would recommend doing it. So if you guys did enjoy the video, if you did, don't forget to leave a like on it, subscribe if you are new around here as well. So close now to 20,000 subscribers, so if you could hit the subscribe button down below, that would be awesome. But yeah, as I said, if you do have any questions, go and leave a comment down below. I'll be sure to try and help you out and reply as soon as possible. Also, do check out an appendices video on the loyalty glitch if you're not too sure on how to do that and get the loyalty chemistry, because you do need it for the last 2 squad builder challenges. But yeah, hope you guys enjoy. Leave a like, subscribe if new, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care.